Hey guys, Luke here. Welcome back to episode 10, season 2 of The Boss. This is quite a long one, and I'll explain quickly why at the start here. So we've got the usual 3 games, and then we've also got a whole bunch of transfers, transfer deadline day, all that good stuff. So a little bit of the extended one because we got a few transfers to deal with. So I said there's 3 games, and we'll go into who we're taking on. So they're all league games. Obviously we got knocked out of the cup in the last one by Freiburg. You can go back and watch the previous episode if you want. It's in the description, it's at the end, annotations there. Obviously on screen here you can see we're taking on Braunschweig, or Braunschweig, I don't know the pronunciations, but that's the team we're taking on first, and then we're taking on FC Ingolstadt, second game, and then the third game is 1860 Munich. So nice little ball here, played through to Ndoye, who's starting in place of Poulsen I think, and he crosses it over to Martinez. So this game, obviously we're a little bit rocked by the loss of Koeman, who's going to be out for a while, but we've got to deal with that because he's going to be out for months and months. So as you can see here, we're creating some opportunities. Martinez is playing quite well. Poulsen is not playing just due to the fact that he asked for the transfer, and that's the big bombshell really that we left you on in the last episode. And how it turns out, be interesting to see. But Ndoye with a really nice run there. One thing to note with Ndoye, now I knew he was going to be all pace, but I expected him to be, just a little bit better. I know his rating is quite low, but the rating's not everything to go by. So I was interested to see how he actually went. As you see, they rattle the woodwork there, enough so that it brings up my low battery thing. So that was just, quite good timing. It's a little bit of a clusterfuck right here, and they end up scoring through Velez. But the whole Poulsen thing and Sabitzer thing, it's not a good situation. But 2 of our best players, Sabitzer doesn't want to leave, but getting some good offers. And I feel if I don't take him, the board will, and he'll eventually want to go. Now Fandrick, who's playing right mid, in place of Bruno, who was out through suspension, he squandered that chance. Well, I squandered that chance really. I should mention that there was an injury to Klosterman, as you can see right here. You saw him go down, and if you notice, he went down just without any contact or nothing. And usually when they go down without any contact, they're the worst ones, whether it be hamstring, whatever, Achilles. In this case, it was a torn calf. And then also, you should note out, Sabitzer, he was sold for 8 million. They accepted the deal. 7 million was allocated to us, and we're going to put that to use right now. I don't know how we're going to replace him, but we're going to try our best. We bring in Olinga straight away, who I had him in the first season at Melbourne City, and now he's a capable player. He's done an outstanding player. I think he's actually without a club in real life now, but he's a decent player. And we brought in Mitchell Weiser. He's a right mid from Bayern Munich. I know they both play different positions, left mid or right mid, but we need some variation because Bruno, we need someone who can play back up to Bruno, because Bruno can't play every game. As you saw when he was out, we had Fandrick playing there, and he was pretty awful. Also of note, Gunter, he went out on loan. He's a young 59 rate, I think he might be 19. I don't think he has that much of a future at the club, but nonetheless he's still there. Heidinger, he's going out on a free transfer, I think, or maybe that was someone else, I forget. That was all the transfers. Had a look just for the deadline day. I don't think there was any more. I know I did accept an offer for someone else, but I don't think it went through. So you can see we do have one really good prospect, Oshida. I think he was like a 79 to 94 at this stage, and let me tell you, he does get better than that. So that's really good news here. I'm going to take you quickly over this squad. We already have been doing. With Morpay, I forgot to mention him. So Neil Morpay, brought him in as a striker. I was saying in the previous episode with Ndoye, I brought him in, but he just doesn't seem to be the player that we have to replace Koeman, at least for the few months that Koeman's out, because he's out for a while, so we need a good replacement. The problem was wages before. Now Ndoye was a good player, he's on little wages, but I just don't see him being a main fixture in our side. Palacios Martinez, he's been going good, but he's just not the same player as Koeman. I was looking for a like-for-like swap as much as we could, and Morpay, he seemed to fit the mold really. He's on the bench I think this game, and we will see him off the bench if there's any highlights, as they take a little shot there. But yeah, Ndoye will probably be a backup. He's the backup to Morpay. and when Coman's back, we have no use for him really. But back to the Morpay thing, when we signed him, as they go and score through Hartman, really nice goal from them. He scored quite a lot of goals this season, as have our strikers, but Morpay there was a choice between Morpay and Anthony Marshall, as Leckie scores there. Bittersweet, because Matthew Leckie's my favourite Socceroos player, so I've actually tried to sign him too, but they just want too much for him. As we score through Paulson here, just a really nice header, really strong header too. I really like those sort of goals. And we're going to create not the chance here, Morpay, the man we're talking about, but Anthony Marshall. I finally get to the point here. Anthony Marshall from AS Monaco. We all know how good he is. I've seen him in like previous ones. I did a whole series on Monaco. He's very fast, and that's man of tribute. And he seems a lot like Coman, but maybe, I don't know, taller, he's maybe better. I don't know. The only problem was he had about double the wages of Morpay. I think he had a overall of like 2. I think that was the difference. So, you know, I wasn't really sure there who to go with, but I decided to go through to for Morpay, because Coman is going to be the main striker when he's back, and I didn't want to pay the big wages to have someone to sit on the bench in a few months' time. I don't know how many games Coman will play when he gets back, but you know, he is our main. Well, he's not the main striker, but he's the main partner to Paulson. Also, I forgot to mention for the other game, Teagle, he actually came and asked for an improved contract, and I thought, you sneaky bastard, what are you doing? But it's actually pretty good timing, as our right back Klosterman went down with a major injury, and he's down for a few months, as we scored a really nice goal there. It's a really nice, well worked goal. Paulson, kind of a realistic one you'd see, maybe not in that league, but a pretty nice goal. And they score themselves there to equalise. And let me tell you, this is going to be a very high scoring game. But yeah, Teagle, I'm not the biggest fan of him. He was in the team to start off with. He's very fast, which, you know, in previous FIFAs you'd say great, but this FIFA I find positioning to be a lot bigger. Klosterman's not quite as good in terms of pace, but everything else is a lot better. I think he can play centre back, so that helps a lot. Now, you saw that play before. I was calling for an offside trap. Now, I need to explain my thought process there. Now, I don't really call that sort of stuff before, but it's kind of a rush of blood, and I just wanted the line to come up because I was so deep for some reason. I didn't have him on defensive or nothing, and obviously, you know, I didn't expect them to all just run past the play completely. I wanted them to just come up a little bit. Wish there was a way you could just do it, but yeah, didn't work out. Unfortunately, they didn't score straight away, but they did end up scoring. But then, right on the brink of halftime, we scored as well through Erlinger. The header was okay, the first one. Had enough contact, but then the follow-up was good. Then they go ahead for like the third time, 3-2, with Okotie scoring his second, I believe it was. And then Paulson has a nice little chance here. Really nice ball through. I didn't see who it was, but really should have finished that one. And then Paulson goes through again here, takes a shot, it's saved, but then the follow-up shot by Kaiser is in. It was open net really. He should score that every day of the week. If he doesn't score that, we're in a bit of trouble. But 3-all, we're up. Oh, sorry, even. And then Stark, he goes through once again to put them up. And that's the 4th time they've regained the lead. Like, it's so annoying. We seem like we're behind, then we have a little chance there. Then Bruno, 90 minutes. What a goal. Great goal. Really calm, composed. He's our best player for a reason, overall wise, and just, you know, prove his worth there. I'm really glad that he hasn't asked to leave yet. So Palacios Martinez, he has the ball. Bruno was the one that put it through there, and this is probably going to be the last attack of the game. And I can see back post, we have our centre back coming in, and we score. What a goal. I was looking for the header, to be quite honest with you. It didn't work out that way, but it was off the post, and what an ending. What a thriller. 5-4. It doesn't get any better than that. We went all out attack, that's why our centre back was up there. But what a finish. Bruno picks up man of the match, and that's where we're going to leave this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to leave a like. 5 is what we're going for. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.